Okay, so today we'll revise errors in division and multiplication. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to write down the important formulas while learning from this slide. And if you have any doubt, you can WhatsApp me. Okay, so we'll start revising now. So first we'll discuss error in multiplication. Suppose we have two quantities A and B. So value of A is A and error in A is del A. Value of B and error in del B. And R is a quantity whose value is A into B. See, now A is not perfect, B is not perfect. So definitely R will also not be perfect. So there will be some error in the value of R. Suppose that error is del R. So we'll write or we'll report R to be like this, R plus minus del R. So how to calculate value of R? R will be equal to A into B. That we'll discuss when we solve numerical. Now how to find error? So in the place of R, we'll put R plus minus del R. On the place of A, we'll put A plus minus del A. And on the place of B, we'll put B plus minus del B. So opening the brackets now. So R plus minus del R will be equal to AB plus minus A del B plus minus del AB plus minus del A into del B. Now if we'll see, del A is a small value because del A is basically error. Del B is also error. So smaller value into smaller value will be much smaller value. So we'll ignore del A into del B. R will get cancelled out with AB. So we'll be remaining with plus minus del R will be equal to plus minus A del B plus minus del AB. We'll divide both the sides by R and putting the value of R, that is AB, we'll get this formula, that is del R by R equal to del B by B plus del A by A. This is a very important derivation for error topic. So if you want, you can write it down and you can revise it. It's a very important topic. Now how to solve numerical of this topic. Suppose R is given to be A square B and value of A is 2 and error in A is 0.2. Value of B is 3, error in B is 0.3. We have to find out the value of R plus minus del R. See, R is A square B, so we can write A square to be equal to A into B. Now putting the error formula, for R we'll write del R by R. For this A we'll write del A by A. For this A we'll write del A by A. For this B we'll write del B by B. Always remember, we have to put the plus sign in between, not the multiplication sign that we've already derived. Now deriving the or finding the value of R. So R is basically A square B. So putting value of A, that is 2, putting value of B, that is 3. So value of R comes out to be 12. Now the important thing is how to find the error in R, that is del R. So del R by R, R is 12, we have already calculated. Del A, it means error in A. So error in A is 0.2, that is 0.2 divided by value of A, 2. Again 0.2 by 2 plus for del B 0.3, this is 0.3 and value is 3, so 3. So it will comes out to be 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1. So del R will be equal to 12 into 0.3, that is 3.6. So what will you report? You will report the answer that the value of R is 12, but there can be error of plus 3.6 also or minus 3.6 also. So you have to remember how to solve questions of errors in multiplication. Now we'll move to errors in division. Suppose A is a quantity which is not perfect, B is a quantity which is not perfect, and R is equal to A by B. So R will also be not perfect, so R will be R plus minus del R. What we'll do is, we'll cross multiply B on that side. So A will be equal to BR. Now putting value of A, R and B and opening the brackets, ignoring again del R into del B and cutting the value of A with BR, will get this formula. That is plus minus del A equal to plus minus R del B plus minus del RB. Shifting on that side and putting value of A to be equal to BR, will again get del R by R equal to del B by B plus del A by A. See, if we'll solve this equation, you will get negative sign here. But we want to find the maximum error that can be there. So while calculating errors, we'll never use negative sign. We'll always add up the errors so that we can get the maximum error that can be there. Okay, so how to solve from questions of errors in. Suppose we have R equal to A square divided by root B, where A is given by 2 plus minus 0.2, B is given by 4 plus minus 0.4, and we have to find out R plus minus del R. See, we can write A square to be A into A and 1 upon root B to be B raised to power minus half. Now putting the error equation, for R we can write del R by R, for A we can write del A by A, for A we can write del A by A, and for B raised to power minus half, see, it's negative, but what I have said is you have to always put the positive sign. So the power will come in forward and there will be positive. So plus half del B by B. Now how to find value of R? just put the value of a and b in the equation of r, that is a square by root b. So r is 2. How to find out error? Del r by r. R is basically 2. Putting value of del a, del b, b, we can find out del r. So this is how you have to write error equations for different mathematical expressions. We'll take one tricky example here now. Suppose t is equal to 2 pi root L by g. We can write 2 pi. For root L, we can write L raised to power half. For 1 upon root g, we can write g raised to power minus half. So writing the error equation, del t by t equal to, see, 2 is a constant, pi is a constant, L raised to power half, half will come in forward, and del L by L plus g raised to power minus half. Again, it will be plus half del g by g. So if del L and del g and g are given, you can easily calculate the value of error in time. So this is how you have to form error equations. Okay, now I have to you have to submit a sheet that I'm sending it to you. A quiz is there for errors in division multiplication. Please submit it, and if you have any doubt, you can WhatsApp me.